If you work a corporate job and you're sick of it, there's nothing wrong with you. And I want to tell you my story. About a little over a year ago, I just quit corporate. I had worked in corporate for about 14 years. I was climbing the ladder. I was making such a cushy salary. But I remember sitting in this meeting after we just got acquired. It was my third acquisition, and they're always so messy when you smash two companies together. And we were sitting in a meeting where there was no agenda. There was like 13 people in the meeting. It wasn't clear what we were even trying to figure out. And it was summer, and my kids were in the other room, and I had to hire a babysitter because they were just young enough to where I couldn't just let them run around. I didn't want to put them in camp. I just, I didn't feel like I was parenting properly. I didn't even feel like I could get my work done in a way that was meaningful because the meeting, I remember I had no shame towards the end of my career because I was already divorced. I'd already gone no contact with my family. So I was like, all my F's are gone. I will say the thing. So I remember raising my hand digitally in this meeting, clicking the button and saying, what are we trying to figure out exactly? Because I was on the marketing team and we were being told we needed to start a campaign around this platform launch. We were launching a new platform because the companies were coming together, but none of us.
I don't know about you, but it sounds like a lot of things in her life is going wrong at that moment. And so she definitely spilt it over into the corporate world. But let's continue on.
Had seen the platform. None of us had any like of the yes or no language that we're allowed to use or not. We had no images of what it was going to look like, and we were expected to come up with ads and a webinar, and like those things take a lot of work. Those things are really fun when you know what you're talking about, but we didn't know what they were asking us to ship. You know what I mean? So I said, what is the goal? What are we trying to figure out? What's even the due date? Like, what does success look like? And the leaders in the meeting couldn't answer the question because nobody knew. And I just was like, I can't do this. My back hurts. My weeks are full of meetings that wander. They don't get much figured out. You work really hard on these projects in the little time you have left because there's so many meetings and everyone's slacking each other because everyone's confused or needs clarification, or like, oh, I slacked it to you. Oh, I emailed it to you. Oh, it's in the Google Drive. Like, oh, it's in the intranet. Like, God, everything's disorganized.
Sounds like she's fed up with a lot of things. I mean, she talked about a divorce, taking care of the kids and whatnot. And hey, I don't know her whole life situation. We don't know her whole life situation. But the truth is, just do the best that you can do. I don't understand people like this. Oh, I'm so fed up with corporate. This is a you problem. Okay. And I say this with confidence. The reason why is because it's not that work can't get stressful. Shoot, work at home moms or whatever you call them, stay at home moms can get stressed out about certain things. Being around with the kids and not having a break, you can get stressed out doing anything. You know where stress comes from? You trying to control stuff that you're not meant to control. Once you accept that stress is something that you are emotionally reacting to off of something that you can't control, you then accept it. You're okay with it. I'm not saying that you're comfortable with stress, but you look at it in a different aspect. This isn't corporate America. This is a problem in a perspective that she's looking at a problem that she can't control. You can hear it in her story. She's talking about how, oh, well, I'm asking what's the vision, and oh, I'm sending this file and I have to figure out this and that and the third. And it's like you're interacting with other people you can't control. So that's why you feel stressed out. You got to do the best that you can possibly do. And when you do the best that you can possibly do, you don't, I'm not gonna say you're not gonna be stressed, but I am saying that you have integrity with yourself knowing that you did your best. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I get stressed over making a whole bunch of YouTube videos, uploading multiple times a day, being live five days a week, and working a 9 to 5. But here's the truth: I still do it. I focus on what I can control, and I take one day at a time. I don't think this is a corporate issue. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below.
Everyone's exhausted, everyone's ticked off, and people have their different ways of coping with being ticked off. Some
True.
people are totally complacent and they're just like, whatever, I'll do the thing. Other people are, we call them brilliant jerks. Mostly they're just jerks. They're just rude people who like hoard information and gatekeep information from other teams. And then there's the burnout crew that used to be super high performers, but we're like, I don't want to do it anymore.
All right. So if you were a super high performer and then you got burnt out, you weren't a super high performer. We got to stop calling ourselves and other people who don't align with those people we're talking about and saying that they changed. The whole reason why we look up to successful people in life is because they stayed solid. They stayed consistent. It's called adversity. It's not that these people didn't hit challenges. It's not that these people didn't feel stressed. It's because in the middle of stress, they kept going forward. I was literally thinking about it tonight as I was preparing this live for you all, right? I'm like, bro, I really don't feel like making these videos. Not tonight. Now, any other night, I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying? We just started making income with YouTube. I've been on a consistent flow. I'm tired. But the truth is, these are the moments that matter the most. Why? It separates those that have from the ones who don't have, the have and have nots. All right? Most people feel motivated when it's money behind a project, when they know they're going to get paid. That's the 9 to 5. Most people have too much pride to say, I'm not working for free. You know what I'm saying? So what happens is once you get to a stress level where they forget about the money, they then start to question themselves. Should I still keep doing this? And then they end up quitting. Well, we know how much mental strength you have, little to none, because you have to have quick gratification attached to that. You got to get that paycheck every 2 weeks. And so she's getting her paycheck every 2 weeks, but she's still fed up. Why? Because she's trying to control something she's not meant to control. And two, she really wasn't a high achiever. If you call yourself a high achiever in the moment of a great economy or a great workspace, and then when it declines, when the economy isn't doing as well, or when the workspace isn't as productive as it used to be, and you're not a high achiever, you're not accomplishing your goals, you're only strong in the moment of calmness. But strength isn't built when everything's at peace. Your muscles got to go under stress in order for you to grow muscles and grow them bigger and stay in shape. You got to keep pushing yourself. Anyways, I went on a rant with that one, but let's continue.
Because I knew when we pitched them the brief for this campaign that they were asking for, that they didn't even know what really they wanted, they were going to change it all. They were going to say it was wrong. They were going to say it was bad. They were going to say we had to do the whole thing over in a really short amount of time. And just so many times in my corporate career, we would do the work and then we would have to do the work all over again quickly because nobody really knew what they wanted. And I was like, I can't do this stupidity anymore. It's stupid. I quit. I didn't really have much of a plan other than I just need to get out.
Yeah, but truth is, when you're working for someone else, you follow their rules. You can say it sucks, but truth is, you're working for them. This is what it costs to be an employee. You're not the one running everything. So yeah, you're gonna be upset. But hey, a lot of y'all probably gonna disagree with me. I'm just here to take self-responsibility, man. I'm not here to woe is me. Oh, this job is terrible, so let me look for another one. Look, bruh, no job is perfect. And if you keep looking externally at these problems, then you're never gonna fix any internal problems at all because you're always busy blaming somebody else but yourself. What can you do to help it become better? Even when it comes down to stuff that you can't control and things are done wrong and you're tired, right? And you complain, put a timer on about how long you're going to complain. And then after that 5-minute timer or 10-minute timer, you start working on a solution. Because while you're complaining, you're not solving anything. You're not getting any closer to getting out of that stress. For me, action destroys stress. For me, I don't know about you, but I don't like to bathe and soak and marinate in my problems. I don't even like to talk about them. I don't want to talk about it. Let me put it on my to-do list. Let me schedule it. We're going to get it done. That's how I am.
It was the same plan for my divorce too. Just get out of the situation.
She's not
Other
talking about
stuff
the
will
divorce.
come. But it felt so good. people were shocked too. They're like, "What do you mean you're quitting? Where are you going? What company did you interview with?" And I'm like, "Nowhere. I just need to shut this effing computer and go on a walk with my kids and fold some laundry and just sleep and like eat and sit."
Until she gets stressed out about money. Because remember, she says she's divorced now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people think the grass is greener on the other side when you quit corporate, but take it from someone who did contract work for 5 years in the sales industry. It's a roller coaster. And if you let your emotions look, making money in a 9 to 5 is one of the most easiest things I have ever done in my life. Because once you're out there on your own, like in sales or being a content creator, you understand that you're not making any money unless you put in that work. And most of the work you put in, you're not getting paid for immediately. It's the work 6 months down the line. You know how long it took me to get money started on this channel? Over a year and 2 months. A year and 2 months. I've created over, I think, 300 long form videos just to get monetized on this channel. You while working at 9 to 5? Listen, you're gonna need a lot more than just an idea of thinking, oh, well, if I just step away, everything will be good. Making money at the 9 to 5 is one of the most easiest things you can ever do. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below.
I think I speak for everyone when I say we're done with this corporate game. And it's not just corporate. It's just this completely dog shit of a world that we live in. And I used to say just the United States, but it's everywhere.
I hate mentalities like this, man. This is look, what you see in the world is what's inside. Obviously, this guy fills himself up with negativity. But hey, let me know your thoughts on this comment section down below. Let's see what he got to say.
Everywhere. I go to work to pay bills, and I don't get to live. That means I'm living for free.
Here we go with this BS. Oh, we all go to work to pay bills. Listen, man. If you want to make a living outside of the 9 to 5, you can. But you're going to have to work. You're going to have to work. What do people want, man? What do they want? To just get handed money? Because y'all get mad, and even I get frustrated when we hear about people taking advantage of government programs and they are deciding not to work. We just covered a video about the 80-hour per month work requirement for people to continue getting EBT and SNAP based off of certain circumstances that they're in. You hear America talk about, yeah, that needs to happen. People need to work. And then the people who are working are talking about, man, all we do is work to pay bills. No. You signed up for them bills, man. You signed up for the mortgage. You signed up to have a $2,000 rent. You wanted the new car. You wanted to put stuff on credit. You wanted to take out them loans. Nobody else forced you to do so. I was talking to a relative earlier today, and I was talking about praying for patience. And I'm like, I heard, I think it was a YouTube video, another YouTube video, that patience, when we see somebody with patience, somebody who's achieved something great, it's very easy to look at their life and be like, man, they kept going. That took patience to get something like that, right? But we want a result like other people, but fail to have the patience for it. So how do you get patience? You have to be tested. Like, you literally have to increase your stamina, right? It's like running. How quick can you run a mile? Okay, it took you 15 minutes to run a mile. Okay, let's keep practicing every single day. And then by month 6, maybe you're able to complete a mile in like 10 minutes or 8 minutes, right? But you have to keep putting in the reps. So patience is exercise like this. You don't just get patience out of the blue. This guy's complaining about how, all we do is pay bills. Somebody's paying a bill, which is allowing you to make money at your job. Money circulates. What do you want? We live in a country where you get to decide what career you want to go in and make as much money as possible, have as many income streams as you want to. You can read books. You can self-educate yourself. You can go into college. You can get promoted at your job. You can use your car for damn DoorDash. And we're complaining about paying bills?
Because if I don't have money to do things, that means I'm living for free. So for all you people that keep saying work hard or get another job, or you keep saying, well, what else are you going to do? Fuck you. Huh? For everyone that just...
Yo, I swear I did not expect him to listen to me. This is a pre-recorded video for him, man. It's like he's watching me right now talk shit. What? This dude is literally getting mad at people telling him to work harder. Imagine a grown-ass man. I'm 27 years old, bro. I don't know how old he is. You know what I'm saying? But not old enough to be wise. You know what I'm saying? Age don't mean that you wise, man. Obviously, this guy is a pure example. I'm 27 years old. I'm pretty sure he's a little bit older than me, right? But even I know working harder is going to bring me greater results. I'm so glad I learned this principle at an earlier age. I'm so glad. I'm so grateful that I personally, a lot of y'all don't know that I was bullied in high school and middle school. I ain't crying no sap story about it. I just decided to get into the gym and grow more self-respect for myself so I can see myself under a different light. So guess what? People treat me differently. So people treat you based off how you treat yourself. That's number one. If you don't value your time, other people aren't going to value your time. If you don't value your health, other people aren't going to value your health or even respect you in a way, because obviously you got to, if you want to be respected, you have to show that you're a respectable person. Hear me out. This man is complaining about people telling him to work harder. What do you want people to tell you? To be lazy? It's okay, my brother. You know, you can chill today. Take a day off. Look, the more someone chills, the more someone takes off, the more someone relaxes, the further away they get from their goals. He talking about paying bills. Bro, rich people pay bills too. Wealthy people pay bills too, bro. Who are you?
Keeps getting in comment sections when content creators are trying to say we all need to stop, and you guys say, well, they're going to come get our shit, or they're going to repossess our cars, or if you don't pay insurance, you're going to go to jail. You stupid fuck. We're already in jail.
Where's this going?
This is a digital fucking prison.
Nah, man, he's tripping. He's saying that the world out here in America is already jail. I don't know about you, but I'm not in the room with another man. I'm good on that. That ain't jail, bruh. And if, again, people project what they see in themselves into the world.
They want to switch all money to digital currency. Electric cars are where they can turn off whenever the fuck they want. They get to control all of that. Computers are the fucking problem. Why do you think they're trying to do AI? I go to work and I have a person.
When did this become a conversation about AI, bruh? Like, come on, man. You talking about the world is over. Wake up.
No better than me that gets to tell me when I have a job. No matter how good of a job I do, no matter what time I show up, no matter how many non-write-ups I get, no matter how great of an employee I am, you get a physical human that can be unalived in a split second gets to tell me when I have a job. When my...
He sounds like a child. It's not new news that if you don't own the job, you don't get to call the shots.
Car gets repossessed. When I'm homeless, a person gets to decide that. When the fuck are we gonna wake the fuck up?
So what you want people to do? Like not work, not make money, live outside. You know what I'm saying? Go back to being cavemen or something. Like,
I'm literally asking, when the fuck are we all just gonna say we're done with everything? They're not going to come and get our shit, you stupid fuckers. Do you know why they're not?
all right, so listen, I'm not even going to listen to this guy anymore. He is so lost right now. He's going to need more than just a YouTube video reaction from me. You know, my guy, if you're watching this, go get therapy. It just doesn't make any sense to me. He's such in a victim mindset that he sees the world as his enemy. He wants his mom to coddle him. The only person that's going to say, "Oh man, you don't have to work that hard. It's okay. You know, you're doing fine in life. It's okay. All right, go ahead and take a break." The only person that's going to tell him that is his mom. The rest of the world going to be like, "What are you complaining about?" Unless y'all got them type of thoughts for him. Unless y'all feel the same way. You know what I'm saying? But again, it's the Profit First show, man. We're not complaining about working hard. We're grateful for the work that we're given. And then we work when people are resting and playing video games and watching football games and stuff, man. Listen, we taking advantage of our time, man. I believe wholeheartedly a man's time mostly should be producing. Why? It like white space on the calendar is the devil's playground, bro. I'm not gambling, I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not watching no sports, I'm not doing anything that's taking me away from the purpose that I have on this earth that God placed me for. And yes, sometimes I fall short. But being more aware about that allows you to not have this type of weak mindset. Because once you get in this type of mindset, man, I don't even know. I have never even gotten in this type of mindset. I don't even know. What do y'all think about this? Let me know in the comment section down below. It's not that deep.
On March 17th, I submitted a letter of my immediate resignation from the law firm that I was employed at. On March 14th, just one day after I celebrated my 28th birthday, timing which I honestly don't think is a coincidence for me, I was called in to meet with a partner. I learned that someone at another firm, which I will not name, saw my TikTok and wondered how I was able to maintain a platform like this while working at the firm that I was working at. They then alerted a partner at the firm that I was working at, who then alerted the person that I was meeting with. I have never hid my interest in beauty and blogging and all of that from anyone professionally. It is a line on my resume. It comes up in interviews. I've connected it back to being able to read contracts and work with brands. It is not something that was hidden, but it was also acknowledged that they did not understand that I was earning money on social media at all through paid partnerships. I was informed that this was a clear violation of the firm's policy on outside of work activities or moonlighting, which strictly prohibits attorneys from taking on any sort of work, either legal or non-legal. I was told that I simply cannot do both. I no longer felt comfortable continuing on there. And truthfully, I was not passionate about my work there either. I submitted my letter of resignation at the end of that week. Over the course of that week, I lost a lot of sleep and a couple of pounds, just dealing with the stress of it all. So right now I am relieved to decompress and to take some time to process what.
So basically, they gave her a choice. Get offline, stop making money, and work for us only, or make money online, but you're not going to be working for us anymore.
Was really such a life-changing decision that happened so suddenly. And while I am so excited to throw myself headfirst into opportunities that I have missed out on while I had the job that I had, I'm also mourning the loss of something that I thought was a path for me. I'm fully aware of the implications leaving my job so soon might have for my ability to gain employment at some point in the future in the legal profession. And to those of you who looked to me as a role model for, pursuing anything in the legal industry, I hope you stay encouraged. And I hope you still pursue the things that you want. I am able to pursue the thing that I want to pursue at this point in life without waiting. And that is a luxury that many people do not have. So I promise you, I'm excited. I I hope you are not disappointed in my decision, and I hope you do stick around because I still have thoughts to share, and I'm ready to have now candid conversations about my experience, some of which I was too afraid to share.
This is an honest conversation. I actually, enjoyed hearing her story. It's kind of crazy to think, and she's a lawyer, so it's a different ballpark. You know what I'm saying, for sure, because I can see how that can be swindled possibly into her, getting bribed possibly. But hey, you know what I'm saying. Uh, one of the things that um, I am an advocate of is keeping your 9 to 5 life away from your social media life. I know we all have social media, but it's like at the end of the day, right? Don't nobody need to know you outside of work. As long as you're showing up productively and professionally, why even share that? I think that was her first mistake, letting people know that she has social media. Now, once she blows up and she's so big that people know her and she has that face card out in public, that's a different story. But I would hope to believe that she's making so much money online that she wouldn't have to work the 9 to 5. But who knows? She didn't share her income or anything. But let me know your thoughts on this on the comment section down below, because I can see how this can be an aggregating pain when it comes down to having separate streams of income as a 9 to 5 employee somewhere else. Also, I'd like to say that a lot of people end up getting fired because they put inappropriate stuff online, like dances, and they're in their work outfit. She's not doing that. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you do represent your 9 to 5, but if people online don't know where you work, then it's like, how they gonna find out about you? You know what I'm saying? But let me know your thoughts on this in the comment section down below, and subscribe if you like the content. Let's go.